Ever been so tired that you feel like you're about to collapse, but the moment you finally try to rest, your mind starts racing with a million thoughts and you're right back at square one? Yeah, I've been there too. We all have. But here's the thing. We've been doing rest all wrong. I'm about to show you a totally different way to rest that doesn't just recharge your phone, but recharges you. And believe me, I've put in hours of research, studied the neuroscience, and sifted through so many expert insights to bring you something that will actually change the way you live, not just your sleep cycle. This is the kind of rest that turns you into the best version of yourself. No, I'm not kidding. I'm talking about becoming dangerously well-rested. Let's start with a little truth that most people won't tell you. We're all a bunch of zombies. Don't believe me? Look around. Ever noticed how we glorify hustle culture? It's like we've been sold this idea that being constantly tired is a badge of honor. That if you're not working 24/7, you're slacking. Well, guess what? It's all a lie. Real rest isn't about shutting down for a few hours and waking up still feeling like a walking ghost. That's what I like to call a fake rest. You might as well be a robot stuck in sleep mode. I'm about to tell you why true rest is the most powerful tool you've got and why it's the secret weapon you didn't even know you were missing. First off, let's break the biggest myth we've been fed. Somewhere along the way, we learned that rest equals laziness. We've been told to feel guilty every time we take a break, like it's a sin to just pause for a bit. So what do? We rest by binge-watching shows we don't even enjoy, scrolling mindlessly through social media while still feeling like we should be doing something more productive. We treat rest like a guilty pleasure, and honestly, that's just a big pile of digital purgatory. It's not real rest. It's avoidance. Here's where it gets real. Real rest isn't just the absence of doing things, it's the presence of peace. It's when you actually allow yourself to step away, reset, and reconnect with yourself. It's when your mind finally gets the chance to shut down and come back online fully charged. That's when you start making better decisions, being more creative, and honestly, just living better. But how do we get there? How do we stop feeling guilty every time we're not doing something? Let's dive into it, chapter by chapter, because this isn't just about taking naps, although don't get me wrong, naps are life. It's about becoming dangerous, and I mean dangerous in a good way. Rest that fuels your power and sharpens your mind. Sounds too good to be true? Let me break it down for you. Now, picture this. You're working hard. You're chopping wood. You look over at the older guy next to you, the one who's been at this game way longer than you, and he's sitting down, sipping tea, maybe even taking a nap. Meanwhile, you're still going full speed thinking, this guy's wasting time, I'm going to crush this contest. And by sunset, guess what? You're exhausted, and he's still standing, his pile of wood towering over yours. What the hell just happened? Turns out, while you were busy chopping away, he was taking breaks to sharpen his axe. And that, my friend, is the power of real rest. Rest isn't about doing nothing. It's about resetting, recalibrating, and sharpening yourself so that you come back stronger, sharper, and more efficient. Think about it. How often do we push through exhaustion, thinking we'll just finish one more task and get it all done? Yeah, that's a recipe for burnout, my friend. But when you take that moment to rest, you give yourself the space to recharge, sharpen your axe, and then come back even better. But here's the kicker. Most of us don't actually rest. We numb. We escape. We distract. We scroll through social media like we're hunting for some sort of hidden treasure. But that's not rest. That's sedation. That's your brain trying to force itself into sleep mode because it knows you're not giving it what it really needs. And here's the science behind it. When you're not properly resting, your brain doesn't go into the deep restorative phases of sleep that you need. You might sleep for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling like you've been in a fog. That's because your nervous system never got the chance to fully reset. It's like rebooting your computer without ever closing the tabs. It might work for a bit, but everything's still running in the background. So, let's talk about what real rest actually looks like. It's not just collapsing on the couch and pretending you're okay. It's not mindlessly scrolling through a feed that adds absolutely nothing to your life. Real rest is when you stop. You step away from the hustle, you let go of the stress, and you start nourishing your body and mind. It could be as simple as turning off your phone for an hour, taking a walk without any distractions, or just breathing deeply in silence for a few minutes. Rest is proactive. You don't wait until you crash and burn to take a break. You make it a priority. You fight for it. Because honestly, you don't have time not to rest. And here's the truth. When you start prioritizing rest, you start showing up as a different person. You become clearer, more creative, and way less reactive. You stop snapping at your friends or partner for no reason. You start making decisions from a place of peace instead of from a place of panic. Your boundaries become stronger. And let me tell you, when you show up rested, people notice. You walk into a room with a different energy. People start respecting your time and your space, and you'll find yourself being way more productive, even when you're not doing as much. But wait, don't get it twisted. Rest doesn't have to mean a 2-week vacation in the Maldives, although if someone's offering, I'm not complaining. Sometimes, rest is as simple as saying no without feeling guilty. It's taking a 20-minute power nap in the middle of your day. It's stepping outside and taking a moment to just be, instead of always trying to fix everything. So here's my challenge to you. Start sharpening your axe. Stop waiting for burnout to teach you the hard way. Rest well, and you'll come back so much stronger. The world won't just get your good enough version. It'll get your dangerous version. Now, to wrap it up, real rest is what helps you be more alive. When you make rest a priority, you start thinking better, loving better, and living better. So take that break. Rest deeply. Sharpen your axe. You'll come back so powerful you won't even recognize the person you were before.